Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 8th mission of the Halo Combat Evolve Anniversary Campaign playthrough. This time we're going to do the 8th mission, 2 Betrayals.
Capability is a potential vector. Is something wrong?
No, nothing.
Splendid, shall we? Unfortunately, my usefulness to this particular endeavor has come to an end. Protocol does not allow units with my classification to perform a task as important as the reunification of the index with the core. That final step is reserved for you, Reclaimer. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, really?
Cortana.
I've spent the last 12 hours cooped up in here watching you toady about, helping that thing get set to slit our throats.
Hold on now. He's a friend.
Oh, I didn't realize. He's your pal, is he? Your chum? Do you have any idea what that bastard almost made you do?
Yes. Activate Halo's defenses and destroy the Flood, which is why we brought the index to the control center.
You mean this?
A construct in the core? That is absolutely unacceptable.
Sod off!
What impertinence! I shall purge you at once!
You sure that's a good idea?
How dare you? I'll...
Do what? I have the index. You can just float and sputter.
Enough! The Flood is spreading. If we activate Halo's defenses, we can wipe them out.
You have no idea how this ring works, do you? Why the Forerunners built it? Halo doesn't kill Flood. It kills their food. Humans, Covenant, whatever. We're all equally edible. The only way to stop the Flood is to starve them to death. And that's exactly what Halo is designed to do. Wipe the galaxy clean of all sentient life. You don't believe me? Ask him.
Is it true?
More or less. Technically, this installation's pulse has a maximum effective radius of 25,000 light years. But once the others follow suit, this galaxy will be quite devoid of life. Or at least any life with sufficient biomass to sustain the Flood. But you already knew that. I mean, how could you?
Left out that little detail, did he?
We have followed outbreak containment procedure to the letter. You were with me each step of the way as we managed this crisis.
Chief, I'm picking up movement.
Why would you hesitate to do what you've already done?
We need to go right now.
Last time you asked me if it were my choice, would I do it? Having had considerable time to ponder your query, my answer has not changed. There is no choice. We must activate the ring.
Get us out of here.
If you are unwilling to help, I will simply find another. Still, I must have the index. Give your construct to me, or I will be forced to take it from you.
That's not going to happen.
So be it. Save his head. Dispose of the rest.
Look out!
Okay, right at the beginning of the mission, we're automatically given spawned in with the plasma pistol and the shotgun. You know, it's interesting, in the beta version, you actually got spawned in with the assault rifle instead of a plasma pistol, but this one's pretty easy. Just hold down the trigger for the EMP shot, and you can usually take out the Sentinels pretty easily. It's a one-hit kill on them if it's an overcharge shot.
We can't let the Monitor activate Halo. We have to stop him. We have to destroy Halo. According to my analysis of the available data, I believe the best course of action is somewhat risky. An explosion of sufficient size will help destabilize the ring, and will cut through a number of primary systems. We need to trigger a detonation on a large scale, however. The Starship's fusion reactors going critical would do the job. I'm going to search what's left of the Covenant battlement and see if I can locate the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. If the ship's fusion reactors are still relatively intact, we can use them to destroy Halo.
For this part, I usually like to stand back a little bit and let the Sentinels deal with the Covenant a little bit, but they're going to be taken out anyway, so Yeah, they could be taken out pretty easily. So I usually let the Covenant and the Sentinels be distracted a little bit. Then I would take them out, take out the rest of the guns with the plasma pistol. So folks, I do want to apologize for long delay in my video uploads. Guys, this is my longest video I have to edit. So yeah, I recorded this video. It took around like almost 4 hours to how long I took in this level, and I just cut out like basically 3 hours of footage. So it's gonna be like around 1 hour or so in the level. So that's why it's on legendary difficulty. Like not only including how many times I died in the level, but also how I took a long pause break in between. I was recording this on Canada Day, so that's why it took a long time. I like how 343 Guilty Spark pretty much just claimed to Master Chief that he could just get the index and just use the Halo to take out the Flood and the Covenant, and Master Chief was pretty much all he was like,
"That's a great idea. I'm with that."
Yeah, because he think that the index would actually help the Flood to be eliminated for good. It wasn't until the beginning of the cutscene of this mission where Cortana spilled the news that no, Halo is kill everything in the galaxy, and then he asked Spark and only then realized that Spark has to come clean, because we know that he's not been, he hasn't been completely honest with us, and basically just want to use this to take out all life on the universe with Halo. So yeah, it's like he's gonna be like a cool plot twist of a villain or Guilty Spark. But yeah, anyway folks, Two Betrayals is pretty much just Assault and Control Room but reverse, as we're starting from where we ended the mission from this building. So basically it's just almost a little bit longer than Assault and Control Room. You do have some reroom, but it's gonna have a completely different objective, and we're gonna see why.
I haven't located the crash site yet, but we need to buy some time in case the Monitor or his Sentinels find a way to activate Halo's final weapon without the index. The machinery in these canyons are Halo's primary firing mechanisms. They consist of 3 phase pulse generators that amplify Halo's signal and allow it to fire deep into space. The power levels are enormous. I can't even begin to calculate the pulse's range. So, if we damage or destroy these generators, the Monitor will need to repair them before Halo can be used. That should buy us some time. I'm marking the location of the nearest pulse generator with a nav point. We need to move in and neutralize the device.
Okay, just as Cortana said, what's different about this part of the mission is that there are 3 different pulse generators throughout the level. And luckily there's a nav point, the red arrow that tells you where to go. But yeah, this is a lot different than the Assault and Control Room, where you have 3 different generators and all you do is just touch them, it'll deplete your shield, and it'll move on to the next one. And we'll see right in a second, and now I'm going to pick off a few enemies as I can. And okay, now what I'm doing right now in this section, I'm just going to carefully take out as many of the enemies I can, as once we head towards the lower levels, and like the first, we're in like the top of the floor, so technically that's the top right now. So we're in like the third floor, yeah, we're in the third or fourth floor, and we're supposed to be heading down. And once we head down, there's going to be a race. So the Covenant, the tank that shoot out plasma mortars. So once we head to the bottom, there's gonna be a rocket launcher, and we have to use that to take out the wraith, as it's like a big obstacle. There are a lot of elites. There's one zealot, or the gold one, and 2 mages and 1 miner. So it's gonna be a lot of elites down there on legendary difficulty. Also now on legendary, now the elite and the major elites, which are the red ones, they don't take instantly shot to the head, as their shield is stronger than the blue miners. So I just basically shoot them at the torso or shoot them at the head, because since the first head is not going to count as an instant kill, unlike the miners, what I'm trying to shoot at right now. But yeah, the majors, they take more hits than the blue miners, and you're not going to kill them instantly with a sniper rifle. But the miners, the blue ones, they go down pretty easy if you shoot them in the head with a sniper rifle. So yeah, it could be a little bit tricky, because there's a lot more majors and less miners in this level. Well, on legendary difficulty, anyways. I'm not sure this would be the same thing on heroic, so yeah, I'm just gonna head back up here and restock on ammo. Now I would use a needler in pretty long range, but the problem is since the needler travels pretty slowly in long range, as well as, I mean, it's good in close range, but in longer range encounters, the elites are pretty fast enough to evade most of the needlers, and also the jackals can easily repel it from their shields, with their their shield. So, well, technically more of a hand shield or not actual shield, but the point is the needler can bounce off literally everything. It's not that practical or reliable in legendary. I think the only time I could use it if it's like, you know, I could pump a lot of needles and hit them from a distance if when they're not looking. They usually take around 7 or 8 needles to have a super detonation, or super combine. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with the plasma pistol and magnum combo, and once we get it down, I'm gonna switch it to a rocket launcher.
Wait, we should commandeer one of those banshees. We'll need it to reach the pulse generator in time.
Okay, so we now reach the final floor, or the second floor. Yeah, this one is a lot tricky because there's a lot of enemies trying to attack you one. You get the two major elites. The red ones are on the right. I like them up really quickly, and also there's a range in the corner. Yeah, there's a lot of major elites in this difficulty. I don't know why. There's a lot more majors than one zealot in the bottom. The zealots, the gold elites can have plasma rifles, and they shoot it pretty fast, unlike the mages. So they take a lot of priority. Good thing the plasma pistol, they'll take them out and they'll knock out their shield in one hit with the overcharge shot. So, and the rates are kind of lower pain to deal with as it's moving a lot faster to create my rockets. And thank goodness. Yeah, look at this sheep scene right here. Okay, I shoot at the Wraith. Luckily, he dodged it. Oh no, he didn't dodge it. Never mind. Oh yeah, on the other, he did dodge it. Luckily, I did not took out that Banshee. Yeah, I needed to get to the first objective, so luckily I did not take that out. Accidentally shooting my own Banshee. That's supposed to take in the corner. Yeah, there's so many enemies running around. And it's kind of a pain you have to take out one by one. Now, I would take out the elite. Okay, I am going to take out the elite, as the grunts can panic without their, you know, their elite just, you know, being around them. As they panic, and they panic if they don't have when their elite's taken out. Okay, so now I'm deciding to use the needler, and in this scenario, the elite is is really fast. He's able to dodge most of the needles I'm shooting at him right now, and it's barely getting super combined. So, yeah, the needler is not very that practical on with. Oh, never mind. Looks like we got him. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, I really sent that guy flying. Did you see that? That super detonation, that needle did all that. That's crazy. That thing sent out elite just sent flying. Well, technically, it was technically a needler combined, a super combined, and a plasma pistol. Oh, sorry, excuse me, plasma grenade. That did at the same time. So luckily, I somehow did a chain reaction where I don't know how. I think either the grunt just dropped the plasma grenade as soon as I killed it, or that super combined did a lot of damage and able to send that elite packing. Okay, now that's the zone I was talking about. And I took him out with these. That's no problem. Because I got a plasma. I think I got a. Okay, I didn't get a plasma grenade stick. I just threw a plasma grenade and that did the job. Yeah, I threw a plasma grenade near him and that took him out with ease. And in case you're wondering what that sound was, as soon as I walked up to the ledge. Yeah, for some reason, some of the enemies, or whenever I killed some of the enemies when the bodies are laying, they're always making these glitchy sounds, or these glitch sounds every time I take them out. I don't know if that's normal in this game, but yeah, every time, or maybe like not just enemies, but other like weapons, if they're stuck in the wall, if they're clipping through the wall or on the ground, it's something making these like glitch sound, like they're having a seizure or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just this game where sometimes whenever I kill an enemy, kill some enemies, and their bodies went everywhere, and just sometimes whenever they clip through the ground, making that noise. That's why you heard it. That's why you kind of heard that sound when I came up the ledge. Always restock your ammo before going to the next objective. Okay, I don't have any sniper ammo, so I guess I'll just... I don't know if I did kind of hold on to it a little bit, or actually probably gonna, like, hold on to it or switch it out with something else in the bottom, because I remember I did place my pistol in the fourth or second floor, so I knew. Oh, it's right here. I laid it around here. Okay, yeah, that's the. Oh no, that's the plasma pistol. Yeah, this is my pistol. Dropped it there as I need to get it replaced. Use it temporarily for some different weapon.
get moving. The nav point marks our target.
Okay, once we reach the first pulse generator, this is what happened where I kind of walk up to it. There it is right here.
That's the pulse
I walk up to it, and then, yeah, my shield will go down temporarily, and that'll count as one.
Objective
Now I have to go 2 other more throughout the next few levels. And some of these rooms can be a little bit tricky because some of the enemies will overwhelm you and kind of surround you. But this part is just easy. It's just telling you where to go. Now we have to go to the Canyon B, which is like the far end of the level. So we had to take the Banshee and oh sorry, yeah, the Banshee, and we had to go to a different place.
The second pulse generator is located in the adjacent canyon. Move out and I'll mark the target with a nav point when we get closer.
Okay, once we get to this corridor right here, we kind of encounter a new grunt enemy type. So there are, if I remember correctly, there are 5 different grunts in this game. There's grunt miners, grunt majors. Oh, sorry, there are only 3 grunts: grunt miners, grunt majors, and the new type, grunt spec ops. The spec ops grunts are black armor, and they usually equipped with a needler or Furod gun. But now the Furod gun, when you kill a grunt with a Furod gun, they kind of drop into the ground, and a few seconds it will explode and causing a big blast radius. Like I think that's the one I killed right now. Yeah, that's its blast radius. And you know, the Furod gun is a second weapon you cannot use in the game next to the energy sword. Because once they drop it, it can't be used. But luckily in Combat Evolved, the PC version by Gearbox Software, you get to use it, and it's battery powered. And okay, yeah, this is the one. This is the spec op grunt right now. Yep, there he is right here. That's the grunt. Drop his Furod gun, and it's gonna go. Yep, that's him. But yeah, the Furod gun. Yeah, in this game you can't use a Furod gun as it will explode. And also in the PC version of Combat Evolved, you can use it in the Gearbox Software port, the PC version, and the Master Chief Collection. So, and it's kind of battery powered. And later games will change it to ammo based. So. This is just a first iteration of Furod gun, and I think it takes like 5 shots before it overheats in the PC version. So yeah, and also in the PC version, not cut in this game is the flamethrower. Now the flamethrower was originally going to be in the old library mission in the beta version of the game, but it was cut pretty late in development. So yeah, the flamethrower did also make it in the PC version of Combat Evolved. I think it's also pretty interesting how they have many cut weapons in this game from the beta and the PC version, because we know the flamethrower has like 3 different gauges, like the PSI, temperature gauge, and the capacity of the tank, where the Furod gun showed its battery counter. But yeah, it's just pretty interesting stuff what they did, Bungie is doing in the first game. Luckily, I did not waste that the health pack when I only has one blue bar. So I think I'm gonna go back and get the other health pack because my health is red. So luckily, I did not. I didn't like waste it because I don't like wasting health packs, especially on legendary difficulty. Okay, after dealing with those enemies, and we're gonna find an oh dear lord, what is that? Whoa, that gold we'd seen better days. Look at that mandible. Wait, that's stretched out very long in classic. Yeah, the anniversary is fine, but in classic, oh, it's like I'm seeing a cursed image. Oh, well, that's gonna be the thumbnail of the video. Seriously though, I don't know how was they able to stretch out like that. And CE is just different back then. CE is back in the day. So like crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Okay, so after I got those parts done, if I go to this door or this hallway, there should be some, I believe, okay, that's a regular elite miner. Took him out easily. Yeah, after this path, I'll be seeing another, another room with the flood and another bridge. So that's like another second bridge. So, yeah, very copy and paste. And also, like, I wonder what campaign evolved. The new one's coming out this month, like in a week or two. That's will they have like this type of design, or would they have something innovative? Campaign Evolved, because we know Campaign Evolved is not exactly a full remaster of Combat Evolved. So yeah, I wonder what kind of things Campaign Evolved would throw at us. Would they bring back the flamethrower? Would they give us a Fjord gun in the campaign? Or would they give the energy sword in the campaign? I mean, yeah, they will give the energy sword. But I don't know about the flamethrower, because I think if I look at the trailers and gameplay footage, like that's only like, we know the energy sword will be in the game and you can actually use it in Campaign Evolved, but not we don't see I could be mistaken. I think we saw the Fjord gun, but we never saw the flamethrower. I wonder what that will be like when the game comes out in the next week. Okay, now this is the second bridge I was talking about. So this is like, yeah, another Banshee and more carrier forms up ahead. And some, yeah, a Banshee and carrier forms. Be sure to get caught by the chain reaction, because sometimes if you like set off an explosive or if you do a chain reaction, you can actually end up detonating other plasma grenades or artifact grenades on the ground, and they'll actually end up killing you in the process. Get too close to them or take a few damage. Okay, now that we're outside, I'm gonna take out that Banshee. I think it's flying towards us. Okay, taking out these. And I'm gonna take one of the Banshees from one of the elites, so I gotta stay back and make sure I don't get hit by the plasma mortar. Okay, unfortunately I can't take that Banshee because I already shot it down.
Okay, let's
Could
take
be
care of the
another
next pulse generator.
Banshee around. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Banshee. I'm gonna head to the lower part of the canyon, the one where we, if you remember, installed the control room again. We had to find the Marines with the Scorpion tank. No, we're in the Scorpion tank. We found some Marine allies, and we just have to like get them up and get going to the destination. So we're gonna head down the actually, before we go down, I'm gonna get more in our health pack because I know I'm not gonna last that long. Oh yeah, there's a health pack here. And some rocket ammo I could use. I think you can only hold... Yeah, you can only hold 8 rockets in this game. I think in Halo 2 they changed it down to 6 rockets rather than 8 in reserve. For the rocket launchers. So yeah, right now we're gonna get past the I'm gonna take out some of the enemies. I'm gonna take out the shade turret. I'm gonna ignore the wraith if I can. I'm gonna head down, and that's where the gate where we head off to get the get to the I had to leave it behind, leave the tank behind to go to my to get above here in the canyon. Oh yeah, and this is the point where the Banshee somehow followed me into the tunnel back in the Assault Control Room. And what the... Yo, do you see that? That plasma rifle just sent flying. Oh man, like first the elite with the mandible and now the plasma rifle. Well, it's like okay, first the mandible with the elite mandible, the rocket launcher spinning when I took out one of the flood. And yeah, that plasma rifle just flew by me, and luckily it came in lucky because there's jackals with the shield. Yeah, luckily that plasma rifle came perfect timing because, yeah, the shotgun is not going to do well against the jackal shield that's hiding behind it. So I gotta take it out easily. I could easily put it on the shield with the plasma rifle. Yeah, I could take it out pretty with ease. I'm glad that plasma rifle just flew right by me as I walked through the tunnel. It's got the irony. First the Banshee, and now this. This place is getting weirder every time. But yeah, anyways. Now I took out the... Yeah, all the jackals are gone. So now we head to the Warthog. And the Warthog is not very good against icy terrains. It's very slippery. It's not able to grip very well. As you see, as I find it. Yep, there it is. Right there. Yeah, I'm going to flip it over. Oh, I don't want the assault rifle. I'll get my shotgun. And yeah, it's just... It's good against snow. I mean, it drives pretty well with snow. And who... Yeah... Yeah, ice, it's not very good against ice. It drives very slowly, it's not able to evade well. And, I mean, it's good against snow terrains, but on ice, it's not doing very well. And we're gonna find that out once after this part, we pass by the shade turret and past the jackal rock, and this is where, yeah, this is where I'm talking about, because that area, the big pond, is full of ice, it's not gonna do well, it's just keep on sliding. Now my Warthog just keeps sliding. I can't really stop it no matter what. Got to get out of there and get to the Banshee. I'm glad it did not kill me this time. Yeah, don't keep sparing me. I don't know why I didn't... The final blow. Well, I didn't give me a final blow, but anyways, now I'm hitting the next objective. Yeah, it's right over there. Okay, so this next area right here is going to be very tricky because there's a lot of combat forms guarding the second pulse generator. And also there are some sentinels there, but majority of the time there's going to be a lot of combat forms going to spawn in. Okay, yeah, I'm going to keep walking up ahead, and the combat form right about there. Yeah, there's a combat form over there. I hit him with shotgun. It's this part you need a lot of quick reflexes, and you gotta know which one you're coming at because you gotta spam your grenades a lot. You gotta keep shuffling out shots and make sure everything is clear to go. Make sure they don't stand up all of a sudden. And yeah, okay, now that's done. I'm gonna go to the pulse generator. Okay, once you hit the pulse generator, there's gonna be a lot of combat forms that spawn in the door. So I'm gonna shoot a rocket, throw a grenade. That's a miss shot. Throw a grenade, do plasma grenade. And yeah, like, just because it's a lot of like infection forms gonna come next to you, and because the first one I shoot a frag grenade, it bounced off the wall. I shoot a plasma grenade that successfully hit them. And yeah, there's a lot of combat forms that spawn in after you touch the second pulse generator. Yeah, this one is like really frustrating because like it just took me a long time because this would take the longest out of the majority of when I was recording for the Let's Play. This just take me forever to do on legendary difficulty, and I was like really frustrated with that part.
I've located the Pillar of Autumn. She put down 1,200 kilometers upstream. Energy readings show her fusion reactors are still powered up. The systems on the Pillar of Autumn have failsafes even I can't override without authorization from the captain. We'll need to find him, or his neural implants, to start the fusion core detonation. One target remaining. Let's take care of the final pulse generator. That tunnel leads to the next section of canyon. The final pulse generator we need to destroy is through there.
Okay, so after me getting through the door with the Banshee, I just flew across and we head to the tunnel where this part it's all the control room where we had to use the Scorpion to get across. But now we don't have any vehicles, and there's gonna be a lot of flood and infection form, carrier forms across the bridge. Most of them is gonna carry rocket launchers, so be careful. Again, common formula with infection forms, they're not a threat if your shield is high, but if your shield is depleted, they'll latch on and eat away at your health. So you gotta make sure don't get too careless around them, especially when your shield is depleted. And yeah, it's just again, it's the assault control room but reverse. go. After I deal with the rocket launcher flood, is there going to be a health pack up ahead? Okay, never mind. There's another flood there. Okay, he has an assault rifle. Yeah, another health pack up ahead because, yeah, the good thing this game level does give you plenty of health packs, especially like you're dealing with a lot of enemies. And, yeah, this is after we reach the tunnel, this will be like almost the end goal, like the end stretch of the level where, this is another like Covenant versus, Flood. And the reason why I'm not going to use the sniper rifle because the sniper rifle is not effective against the Flood. It does not do any damage because if you try shooting at their torso, if you shoot at their head, yeah, they're not going to do any damage. So yeah, sniper rifle is not a good idea against those two. I mean, good against Covenant, but not against Flood. So yeah, just make sure of that. Okay, so after dealing with both the Covenant and the Flood, I'm gonna restock on ammo because my shotgun ammo is empty and I gotta refill my health. And I just want to backtrack a little bit just to see like any grenades I can find and any other weapons or anything I need before getting going. And 2 more common thorns are here, so I'm gonna pick out these. Oh, there's another rocket launcher flood. Yeah, rocket launcher flood is my big priority because you can't really hear them shooting the rockets at me. I guess 2 of them. How does that? Too many rocket launcher flood because they will screw you over and they'll catch you off guard because you can't hear the rocket go by and before you know it, it's too late and you're getting killed by them. Okay, now I'm gonna go once again refill my ammo because again, reload, restock after every gunfight, every gun battle in the game. Okay, after me reaching the top of the hill, there's gonna be a full-scale battle going on between the Flood and the Covenant. So, when I see the Flood or Combat Form walk in, I have to go to the right side and hopefully go undetected. You know, most of the time they will gonna see me and they will shoot at me. But yeah, just like, you know, just walk to the side of the cliff. Make sure the Wraiths are not facing you, as if they hit you with your plasma water, that's an instant kill. I believe that's on Legendary. So yeah, I just book it. I just run straight to the Banshee, ignore some of the enemies I can, and now the problem is the getting the prompt to actually tell you to get into Banshee not tricky because there are other enemies who are shooting at you, and yeah, I just book it. You see what I'm doing here. I'm just run straight to the Banshee. Hopefully they got me. There we go. Found the Banshee, and I'm getting out of there. I could choose to ignore that one because if you just like them, it's gonna cause take a lot of time. So, and also I don't want to waste my rockets. So this is the best bet you can go. Okay, so in this last section with the pulse generators, there are 4 sentinels guarding this last pulse generator, and this area is a lot tricky because I don't have the I could easily take them out easily with the plasma pistol, but unfortunately I don't have the plasma pistol with me, as all I have is the rocket launcher and shotgun. But if they're really close enough, I could easily take them out, like this guy right here. And for some reason I didn't take him down, even though I should have been. Okay, yeah, there you go, now he's down. And yeah, counter strategy, if they're close enough, hit them with a few shotgun blasts. And yeah, once they're all cleared, just hit the last generator and the mission's over. Because if you're just gonna if you just run straight the pulse generator, and the sentinels are still around, they'll keep on hitting you and they won't stop attacking you until you're dead. So never a good idea to charge headfirst into pulse generator and claim the end of the level. So you gotta take them out first to make it easier. Alright, after doing that last sentinel, we're gonna touch his last pulse generator. The mission's over.
Final target neutralized. Let's get out of here.
Let's find a ride and get to the captain.
No, that'll take too long.
You have a better idea?
There's a teleportation grid that runs throughout Halo. That's how the monitor moves about so quickly. I learned how to tap into the grid when I was in the control center. Unfortunately, each jump requires a rather consequential expenditure of energy.
Something tells me I'm not gonna like this.
But I'm pretty sure I can pull it from your suit without permanently damaging your shields. Needless to say, I think we should only try this once.
Do it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you everyone in part 9.
Citizens of the world, we are in deep doo-doo. Aliens. There's a lot of them, and they're meanies. As peace-loving humans, we must take up arms. And by arms, I mean guns. United, we will form a giant can opener. And we will open a giant can of whoop-ass.
Halo. Combat Evolved.